Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Snot running down my face. Check. Eyes watering? Oh dear God, yes. Hay fever in full effect? Oh yeah, you could say that. A date for 9.1 dropping? Soon, TM? So before we get into this, I want to apologise firstly for not being about much. It was my birthday last week, so I took the opportunity to have just a little bit of R&R, soak in the rare opportunity to have some sun in the UK. It doesn't hurt, granted, that at the moment, for us retail fans, there isn't exactly a ton to talk about. We're just going through the motions on our characters. Collect your soul ash, complete your world crest, maybe finish up a few bits and pieces you got outstanding, rinse, repeat. My second apology, as you can tell from the intro, the weather in the UK is, not exactly great for those of us with hay fever. Mine is currently in overdrive. I will do my best to edit out sniff, snorts and other unpleasant sounds. I don't want this to sound like a DSP video after all, but I'm sorry if any do sneak into the final edit. So, given that we don't have a date at this time of recording the video for 9.1, what is it exactly we're going to talk about? I know, let's talk about that soon TM, because rumour has it that the soon is about to become very soon, like imminent. Those that have contacts in the know are saying that it's this week, which kind of makes sense. We heard not that long ago through leaked sources that the 29th was a probable release date for 9.1. Given that Blizzard like to generally give us a couple of weeks notice before something like that's about to drop, 3 tends to be the right number. This week would make the most sense to drop a big fat release date for 9.1. Now don't get me wrong, as far as I'm concerned, Blizzard can take another 2 months sorting out 9.1. I would much rather have a complete and finished patch than something that is rushed with incomplete or untested features. Remember, this is the first time Blizzard have needed to work remotely. Unless you of course count the release dates, and oh look, that was delayed, and many would say, not entirely tested. I'm looking at you, Venthir Holy Paladin. Yeah, not broken at all. But there is a big difference between launch and 9.1, and that would be communication. Not from Ian and the dev team, but from our community managers. Yeah, we do supposedly have them. I'm not sure if I've just been spoilt being a part of the Planet Zoo community, which is absolutely amazing in terms of the communication that happens between the community and the team, or the fantastic team over at Parlia, a game that hasn't even released yet, and they're desperately trying to, talk to the community, get feedback and things like that. But when it comes to Blizzard's team, we get nothing but dust in the wind. Where is the roadmap? The updates about how things are going, and more importantly, updates about what is dropping on PTR that you want us to go and test. I shouldn't be learning about all these things from Wowhead alone. A great example of where it works well would be the recent play with the dev PvP team. That was great, that was fantastic, we need more of that. Tell us what you need us to do. Let us help. The last thing we want as WoW players is a massive wait, and then we get a buggy mess or unbalanced nightmare. Not when we are currently sat here willing and able to help. But I think until we get a release date, that's enough for 9.1. We all know the current situation. We all know that, yeah, granted, we're frustrated, but we're patient. Now, I can't think, can anybody think of anything else that there was to talk about? Is there anything I may have missed during my time off? Oh, yes, of course. Final Fantasy has completely destroyed World of Warcraft and became the God King of MMOs. All hail our High Lord Final Fantasy, because we all know there can only be one. No one can play more than one game. You must choose. Or, granted, you can just say fudge off.
They got cat people.
They do have cat people. This is true. Cuddles in the background. Are you working hard or hardly working? Alright then, if Final Fantasy has overtaken WoW, then more power to them. It's further proof that a good community will do wonders for any game. People looking for that MMO fix, that are sick of the pug life in WoW, only have a limited number of options when it comes to big MMOs. I mean, what? We've got Final Fantasy and ESO probably being the top of that list. Hopefully, it makes Blizzard think. and look at ways to improve the community. Maybe, and this is a crazy idea, help to rebuild guilds, Blizzard, after you nuked them in Cataclysm. Now granted, again, that was kind of our own making, but we'll skip over that. Also, we have spoken about it before, so let's not rehash old content. I'm not going to talk about the numbers, where they come from, and all that kind of thing, because, hey, it doesn't really matter who's on top. Instead, I'm going to play you a clip from Automatic Jack from his stream last night. And by the way, if you don't watch Jack, go and check him out. The guy's absolutely epic, and is a kind of common sense kind of guy talking about World of Warcraft retail, which we need more of, rather than the drama. But here he talks about the cycle of life with regards to WoW YouTubers and streamers. The cycle of life that needs content. So let's play the clip.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the circle of life for WoW players, okay? So they start by enjoying the new patch, and then there's minor complaints, okay? And then there's frustration and anger, okay? And then there's drama. Everybody just starts drama between themselves. After drama becomes other games, alright? So we kind of run out of the drama scene, and now we're just into playing other games. And now we're back to playing. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy now.
So I couldn't have put that any better or clearer myself. That is where we are at. This Final Fantasy drama is just that. Drama and new game content all rolled into one. It's like the manna from heaven for those clickbait videos. And to be honest, I would be more than happy if some of the toxic elements from our community head over to Final Fantasy, because they will not stand it. They will not last 2 seconds with that community. They won't take their negativity. And I hope that's a wake-up call for them. End of the day, play what you want to play. I love Cyberpunk. I've said it numerous times on this channel before. I have over 200 hours played. Others shout and scream it's awful and the worst game of all time, and that's cool. You do you, my friend. I'm going to keep playing the games that I enjoy. And that's what this comes down to. If you enjoy WoW still, then welcome to the club. If you play Final Fantasy, good for you. You play both or none? What does it matter? So ignore the YouTubers, the streamers, the desperate attention seekers, and instead enjoy your gaming, my friend. And fingers crossed for those of us that do still love World of Warcraft, 9.1 comes soon. TM. But that's enough from me. I am off to stick my head in a bucket of ice water. Stay safe. I will catch you all in the next video. Ladies, everyone, have a good one.